Yo, it's your boy Marcus Morrison back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about pay-to-play versus free-to-play players and just an outlook on the two. When you look at like the, loud minority of players, which is like us hardcore players that talk a lot about the game and play the game a lot, versus like the silent majority of COD mobile players, which is like all of the people that we never see, right? They just play pubs every once in a while, maybe dabble in ranked, and they don't really play much, but there's a lot of those people, right? There's more of those people than there are of us, the hardcore players. And then it kind of made me think, well, there's also, the pay-to-play player base and then the free-to-play player base, right? And that they're kind of the same, right? The free-to-play player base is huge, right? And the pay-to-play player base is very small. And I was like wondering, why is there no clashing of ideas between the two? I think it's mainly because you don't really hear, the free-to-play player opinion as much as you would hear like the pay-to-play player opinion. You know what I mean? Like free-to-play players, I guess the only place I would really ever see their opinions for the most part, either in my comment section or on like the COD Mobile Instagram posts, right? Like I see a lot of free-to-play players there talking about stuff. But nowadays, I feel like free-to-play players have it as good as they've ever had it, right? You could say in like the first 5 years of this game, free-to-play players, they didn't really get anything worth using at all. Like there was no good free stuff. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't until they started bringing in like legendaries and whatnot for free via the shards and cache system, like they didn't really have anything. Nothing. And now, they've got mythics and stuff, right? So I think it's, it's pretty cool that they have been able to kind of make their way up. But certainly we could say that, being a pay-to-play player has way more advantages, right? Like a lot of the meta weapons, some of the best guns in the game are, they're going to have a mythic variant for people to pay for, and they're going to be good. And it's not going to be the freed one, right? The only free mythic that there is up until the AGR just came out was the AK-17, and for BR that has been the meta. That's strictly because the COD Mobile developers just don't want to change that. Like it's been the meta since this game came out. It's been like one of the metas, if not the meta in BR, and they just straight up haven't changed it. So I also saw that they're bringing out another mythic for the AK-117, a third one. I mean, do they have no idea what they're doing? Like, why are they bringing out a third AK-117 mythic? I already have one. Why on earth would I want another one? Like, I would want a mythic for one of the other guns that I don't have a mythic for. You know what I mean? It just seems stupid. Yeah. I don't know. That just drove me nuts for a bit. When I read that, I was like, why would they bring in another mythic for the same gun they already brought in a mythic for? It just doesn't make any sense, especially for it to be free. Anyway, I feel like there should be, I guess maybe not should be, but like a different level of discourse between your free-to-play player and your pay-to-play player and how they kind of look at the game. I don't really know. I haven't been a free-to-play player in any game I've ever played, pretty much. Like I spend some money to some degree, right? I'm buying the game and then I'm buying something else in game at some point in time, right? Going all the way back to like, I don't know when that started. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 2, you know what I mean? I bought camos in Black Ops 2 back in the day. DLCs and stuff like that. I'm always going to buy something. It's never going to be just the game. But a lot of people out there for COD Mobile, you could literally just download the game and just play the game, right? I personally have bought like three mythics. And, I've upgraded them and whatnot. 110%, by the way, if you are a pay-to-play player, do not upgrade your mythics unless you really like it. Like, there's no point in doing that. It's totally not worth the extra $125 you have to spend simply so you can see your bullets go, your tracer rounds or something. That's so stupid. It's like spending $50 just for tracer rounds and the ability to share your gun with someone else. You know what I mean? Like I would not suggest that for anybody paying for them. Anyway, with that being said, yeah, I feel like there would be more debate. Like, why? I wonder if free-to-play players are wondering when they're going to get a free mythic character skin. Like, you know what I mean? Like a free mythic character to run around with. Like, That's the next step. That's the next thing for them, is a free mythic character. At this point, they've already gotten a couple of free mythic guns. Now they don't want a free mythic character, and that pretty much, you know what I mean? That's going to be the basic free-to-play player loadout right there. An AK-117 mythic, AGR mythic, and then whatever the free-to-play character skin is, that's going to be a mythic. Ah, man. It just seems like that's just not a good idea at all. I don't know why they would do that. But whatever, you know what I mean? I guess it makes the player base happy and they can enjoy some guns. But I just feel like the debate between free to play and pay to play isn't the same that it once was, like back when the game came out, where it was like, you know, the draws were like $500+ to unlock the entire draw. I remember when they were super overpriced back in the first two, like Dia de los Muertos and then the Bee Sting. Those draws back in the day were like insanely overpriced, and then like I didn't buy one, but like they were absurd. Man, that's hilarious. Anyway, back then I was free to play and I didn't really buy anything, so it's kind of funny to look at it now and see how it's changed so much from the launch of the game. I guess it's kind of supposed to happen that way. I never really think about that, but now I have. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on free to play versus pay to play players. Which side are you on? Which one are you? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. And yeah, it's been your boy Marcus from Moistini, trying to get this mythic unlocked. I'm out of here. Peace.